What's up, everyone? This is Tony with JRNYcrypto. This is going to be a quick crypto news and market update. We do have some big stuff in the news I do think is going to help keep the markets moving upwards in a general uptrend. I do want to discuss the current prices. We do have Bitcoin down 4%, but still holding above $62,000. So we're going to go over the Bitcoin chart and some big news and stuff that's going on in the crypto space. Before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for regular crypto videos. Alright guys, so we do have a small correction in the markets today. Bitcoin down 4%, Ethereum down 2%, BNB down 5%. We actually have Solana up another 10% though, breaking that $200. Now up 40% on the 7-day. That has had a huge recovery. So I think that's a good indicator. Other Ethereum competitors will be moving up soon as well, like Cardano, Binance BNB, Polkadot, and Avalanche. Avalanche actually recovering as well, up 16% on the 7-day. One that I am bullish on for the long term. So I will be doing another video on Litecoin as well as EOS. Some big stuff coming up for both of these projects that I am bullish on. I will be doing another video on my top small cap altcoin picks as well. So be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell if you do want to be notified. So I do want to talk about the price of Bitcoin. I think it's healthy. We do get a correction here. And we do have a lot of big stuff coming up in the next couple weeks with more Bitcoin ETFs going live. But regardless, if we do have a correction here, even down to $55,000, I think that would actually be a good indicator, because that would create that giant cup and handle signal we were talking about. And then that's a great indicator. We will be testing $100,000 within the upcoming month or two. So regardless, I think we're going to break 100,000 by end of year. But when you do get a strong cup and handle signal like this is very bullish, and a lot of buying support will be at $55,000. So if the correction continues and we do break down further, I think a good buying zone is around $55,000 to $58,000 for Bitcoin. I will be looking to pick up a small amount of Bitcoin and some other altcoins, and that's going to create that giant cup and handle. So if we do break it down to 55 to 58, that's going to be very bullish for a lot of people. And we're going to have a ton of buying support in this zone. So just be aware of that if you are looking for a good entry. But it's very possible this news continues carrying us upwards, and we don't have that major correction. We have a correction later on. That is going to be a much higher low. So major news today, we do have another Bitcoin ETF going live tomorrow. Valkyrie Bitcoin Futures ETF to launch on NASDAQ on October 22nd, which is tomorrow. So like we've been talking about, we're likely to have all 4 other Bitcoin ETFs to launch in the next couple weeks here. And that's going to be very bullish, keeping Bitcoin in the news and the media, as well as if we keep breaking new all-time highs here with this major news, that's going to generate a lot of retail demand. And that's likely to keep the prices holding pretty strong over the next couple weeks at least. So that's why I think it's very possible we do continue upwards here before we do have this correction that we are talking about. But regardless, that would still be bullish, even if we do correct in the next few days here down to 55 to 58,000, or we continue upwards. Either scenario is going to be bullish, and I do think end of year is still going to be great for the entire crypto space. So I have seen a lot of mixed opinions on Bitcoin futures ETFs over the last week with everything going on. A lot of people don't like this because it does give Wall Street more access to Bitcoin and allows them to further manipulate this. But I do think it's a necessary part of mass adoption. It's helping more than hurting. I did see someone comment as well that it's a necessary evil, which is true in my opinion. And for Bitcoin to really go mainstream, it's going to have to be everywhere. So I have seen some people stating that the Bitcoin futures ETFs is not the reason crypto is pumping right now and Bitcoin broke all-time highs. We actually had JP Morgan stating inflation concerns and not ETFs driving Bitcoin price jump. So that is an interesting take, and we do have to remember there's a lot of different factors here that is pushing the price of crypto up. It's not just these ETFs that are launching, even though that's groundbreaking for the crypto space and it has been hyped up for the last few years here. It's definitely drawing a lot more demand to the crypto space, but there's many different factors here that is pushing the price of crypto up. So inflation is definitely a major factor here that is driving the price of cryptocurrencies up, driving more demand to holding cryptocurrency. We have to keep in mind 40% of all US dollars in existence were printed in the last 12 months. And this was posted earlier this year. We have had more printing, and that will likely continue into the future as well. So inflation is inevitable. Every year you're losing purchasing power on your fiat currency that you're holding in savings. It doesn't matter what year it is or what's happening, but it is much worse at this time because of coronavirus and all the stimulus packages and trillions of dollars that have been printed just to prop up the economy. So people are looking for alternatives to store their wealth rather than keeping their cash in their savings account, where they're losing purchasing power. They're not earning any real interest on that. Most savings accounts now pay 0.01%, when you can hold this in a stable coin in Coinbase and earn 4%, or alternatives like BlockFi, where you can earn up to 8% on your crypto. So if you guys haven't signed up for BlockFi already, I highly recommend that. Start earning some passive income on your cryptocurrencies and stable coins, and you can get up to a $250 Bitcoin bonus by using the link in the video description. It does support the channel, so I do appreciate that as well. So we're actually beginning to see a lot of major companies get very bullish on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which is going to be huge for the long term because they're going to expand and create more services and get more involved, and that's going to help bring a lot more demand to the space in general. So PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel says he underinvested in Bitcoin. That is massive, coming from the biggest online payment platform, PayPal. Definitely a good sign. They have been branching out into cryptocurrencies. They've been acquiring some other crypto companies and working on their own crypto services. I do think they will add a couple more cryptos by end of year, like Cardano, Polkadot, Solana, and possibly XRP and Dogecoin. I think those are the ones that are most likely for PayPal to add first. So regardless, that's very bullish, and I definitely think PayPal is going to be a major player in the crypto space over the next few years. We also have AMC getting hyperactive about crypto. CEO says it may issue its own coin. That is massive as well. The AMC boss said that there are many reasons why the company could issue its own cryptocurrency. So I've said this for the last few years. I do believe every major company is going to issue their own cryptocurrency token on a blockchain like Ethereum or Cardano or Solana or Polkadot, and use that as their rewards token for the cryptocurrency. So a lot of these major companies have their own rewards programs already, but if they issue that as a cryptocurrency where it could gain value in time as they collect them as well, they can use them to get major discounts and have various benefits within the company. All kinds of different utility can come out of this. I think that is going to become a norm though, and I think 5 to 10 years down the line, we're going to see a lot of the major companies in the world having their own cryptocurrency. So it's also very likely that AMC will be accepting Dogecoin as payment. I thought they already had announced this, but I guess it was a few other cryptocurrencies. So they're planning to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash for online payments by end of year. And it does look like they're going to be adding Dogecoin as well. And now looks like they're going to create their own cryptocurrency on top of that. So I do believe a lot of major companies will start accepting crypto as payment over the next year. I think 2022 is going to be the year of mass adoption for cryptocurrencies, and it's barely getting started here. We're going to see a lot of institutions allocating a small percent of their cash reserves to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. We're also going to be seeing a lot of these major companies work on their own crypto services, create their own cryptocurrencies, all kinds of different things. And we're already seeing all of these major companies beginning to hire for this. For instance, we saw Amazon hiring to create their own cryptocurrency, possibly accept Bitcoin and other stuff as payment as well. But I could definitely see Amazon creating their own cryptocurrency. They already have a huge reward system and membership platform with Amazon Prime. So much stuff happening here for mass adoption. And we're just at the very beginning of this, in my opinion, even with the markets looking good. But it will take time for all of these companies to roll out. They will take baby steps, so we do have to keep that in mind. So more good news today. Pension fund for Texas firefighters reportedly allocates $25 million to Bitcoin and Ether. The fund is responsible for the benefits of more than 6,600 active and retired firefighters, as well as surviving family members. So the pension fund for firefighters in Houston has allocated part of its $4 billion portfolio towards crypto. So out of a $4 billion portfolio, $25 million is a pretty small percentage, but regardless, it's exposure to the crypto space. And they're likely to take baby steps and continue dollar cost averaging as they get more educated. And I do believe that will become a norm that we'll see with many of these institutions over time. And then the more institutions we have, the more supply shock there will be. And as they continue dollar cost averaging, that's just going to help the prices go up more and more as there's less supply in the markets with increased demand. At the same time, we will have retail demand increasing as well. So huge things happening. I definitely think 2022 is going to be a huge year as well. So also an interesting quote here is more and more institutional adoption happens. There will be more and more dynamics that develop for supply and demand, and having physical assets, actual tokens, gives us in the future the possibility of income generation potential. Like we stated, you can put your crypto to work and earn some passive income on that while you're just holding it and waiting for it to appreciate. you may as well earn some passive income on top of that and have that compounding. So last for today, bulls fight to keep Ethereum price above $4,000 ahead of Friday's $435 million options expiry. So Ethereum has been strong over the past couple weeks alongside Bitcoin. Got very close to breaking previous all-time highs for Ethereum. I do think that is coming very soon. But if we do have Bitcoin dropping and retesting 55 to 58,000, I do think Ethereum will drop below 4,000 temporarily. So if we do have that dip, I am looking to dollar cost average. That may actually be our last chance to buy a decent dip before end of year and before everything begins to blast off. So keep in mind, I do have those altcoin videos in the next week. I do have a big NFT video coming up as well. Huge things for the NFT space. I think it's going to be the highest return on investment opportunity. Personally, with Bored Ape Yacht Club, that has been my highest return on investment yet, even over cryptocurrencies I've been holding for years. Having higher profits on these JPEGs of apes is just insane. I would have gone in so much heavier if I knew the potential at the time, but just happy I came across it and did acquire it. I think there's going to be tons more opportunities like that in the future, and I am trying to stay on top of that and find those NFT sets as they launch. So I do call out some NFT sets on Twitter as I find them. And if you guys are subscribed here, I'm going to be doing regular NFT updates now. So something I do want to talk about here that's huge is Facebook's plans to hire 10,000 employees in Europe to build out their own metaverse. This is insane. So you guys have to keep in mind, Facebook developed the Oculus. And I do believe this is what they're pivoting towards, is being a virtual reality metaverse social media platform. They even announced that they're changing the name of Facebook to reflect on these future plans. So we have Facebook creating their own cryptocurrency and now building out their own metaverse as well. This is massive for NFTs, and 10,000 people working on this metaverse. I can't even fathom how crazy this is going to be. And imagine everyone in the world having their own metaverse house where all their verified NFTs are displayed. That's going to be massive for the NFT space. So this is really getting started for the NFT space. I have seen people compare that where we're currently at in the NFT space is like getting in Bitcoin when it was under $1,000. So keep in mind, it's not going to be any NFT out there that's going to go up in value. You have to pick the blue chip sets that are going to continue having demand in the very long term. This is hard to do, but if you do know how to do your proper research, look at the sets that have already made it, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Doge Pound, and some of these other ones that have already been successful in the last few months. These are going to be the projects that are going to be around 5 to 10 years out and are going to go up a lot in value. So if you find these during the mint and you hold them very long term, which is what I'm really looking to do. When I buy NFTs, I don't look to buy them for a quick flip. I'm seeing people buy NFTs during mint, flipping them the next day for a loss just doesn't make sense to me, but there is tons of money going around, so I understand people are just trying to make some quick profit in this. But for me personally, this is a very long-term hold. When the metaverse goes mainstream, these blue chip NFTs from 2021 are going to be life-changing money. So just be prepared for that. Definitely look into the NFT space. Try to understand it if you don't, because there is massive potential here. And I do think NFTs in the metaverse is going to have much higher return on investment potential than a lot of different cryptocurrencies right now. Personally, my highest return on investment, like I stated, is in NFTs right now, which is just crazy since I only started investing in NFTs a few months ago. So I will be doing an entire separate video on NFTs coming up, as well as some videos on my top altcoin picks. Lots of big videos coming up in the next couple weeks. So be sure to be subscribed and hit the bell if you do want to be notified. There will be some time sensitive information in this. I do have my NFT membership set launching very soon as well. I will keep you guys updated with that. Just keep in mind, I'll only post information and links on this from my official Twitter and YouTube account. Don't believe anything else you see out there. There's already scammers impersonating me, trying to scam people for these NFTs. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found it useful. Like always, I appreciate if you guys liked the video, comment below, and share this video anywhere on social media or with friends and family. Everything helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.